What's up, Bronco Nation? I'm Evan Sanford, and today I've got the full crew with me. Karter Davis is back and kind of on the screen.
I don't know what's going on here. I don't know why it's doing this.
And Chase Glorfield, of course, and we are the Bronco Country Roundup. And guess what?
Kind of.
Maybe. Yeah, kind of, sort
Somewhat.
of. We'll get there. 2 seconds, because I want to just have a group back patting session, because it has been 1 year. A year ago, we decided to make this podcast, and you guys have been watching it, enjoying it, kind of, I think, maybe, sort of.
Maybe shouting at your screens as you watch it, maybe, we hope.
Yeah.
I hope so. That'd be funny.
Yeah.
And we've made it through our first full kind of dead period, our first full summer, and kind of sparse podcast. But we're kind of on the other side. We got Boise State football in a couple weeks. We're back. We're ramping up. We talked amongst ourselves. We're going to be able to try and come back weekly now and make some content for you guys. Enjoy, and it's all really just from the fan perspective for you guys on the forum. So speaking to you on the forum, broncofans.net, which come check it out if you haven't. We've got a question for you right now, because we were asked, and we've considered a possible name change. So the thing is, Bronco Country Roundup, it's got a little bit of a history to it. It's kind of a part of us, but we're not totally married to the name either. If you guys, the fans, can come up with something better, then we'll absolutely consider it. So that's right. We're having a little bit of a naming
contest. We're crowdsourcing here.
Yes.
Yeah. So name our podcast. Feel free to send us some silly names if you want to. But yeah, put it on the board, or on the forum, I should say, and let us know what you think our name should be, or if we should just keep this one.
We have some ideas, but we're not set, and we don't want to spoil anything you may be thinking of. So
yeah,
we'll keep those to ourselves for now.
Yeah, and the secret is between me and ChatGPT.
That's right.
Basically.
Perfect. All right, yeah. So whether it's here on or on YouTube or on the forum, wherever you guys want to post it, just put it in. We'll try and get a list of names. We'll talk amongst ourselves. If they all kind of suck, then we'll keep the name. So,
and we will call out bad names by name
will.
of the person.
Yes.
So.
Yeah. Username, but we'll find your address.
I will dox you.
We will dox the crap out of you.
Yeah, I think I have over 4,000 followers on X. People will know your address. I'm not kidding. You think I'm kidding? I'm not kidding.
So
I know ways.
A contest just became a threat.
Yeah.
All good contests are also threats.
Perfect. All right. Well, now we're cooking. All right. So moving on, we got a few things to cover today. We'll keep it light, keep it simple. Ahmed Hassanein, he kicked butt for the Detroit Lions, even though they kind of went out with a whimper in the Hall of Fame game. Their offense looked terrible, and they're already saying hey, we need a new backup quarterback, because this experienced veteran we got, who I can't even remember his name, even though I just looked it up, he played terrible. No,
should have brought Teddy Bridgewater back.
It was some token white guy.
I don't know.
For the life of me, I can't
Kyle
remember.
Kyle Allen.
Yeah, that sounds
Very
like
white name if that is him.
That sounds like a creative player.
Yeah, it is Kyle Allen.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't watch it, so I mean, who's to say what his name was? But he probably sucked if they only scored one touchdown.
Yeah,
it was awful. I put it on. I was doing some charting, and I put it on the background. I'm just waiting for Hassanein to come on. All I was thinking is this guy sucks. Who did he play for in college? Where did he come from?
Did he go to Texas A&M?
That makes sense. But
now you got me looking it up because I want to know.
Texas A&M and then Houston. Yep.
Okay, so who ruined him, Houston or A&M?
Yes.
That's the question.
The answer is yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Houston did produce Case Keenum. So,
dude, it's so crazy to me that guy is still in the league. He's
Case Keenum is still in the league?
Yeah, he plays for... Yeah, he's still in the league.
No kidding.
That man is just cashing practice squad checks at that point. Then.
Yeah,
Good for
he's on the Chicago Bears.
Oh
Good
wow.
Lord.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
But that man, he played like 7 years at Houston because he kept like jacking up his knee or something.
This man is 37 years old.
Yeah, he's still playing.
He's strong arm.
You know,
and
I always said forever the best position or the best player to be in the league would be Tom Brady's third string quarterback. Because you win all those, you got all that money, you got all those Super Bowl rings, and you didn't have to get hurt. Like it's like
really,
amazing.
Be a professional quarterback and just watch greatness.
And if he wants to, he can be like, "Hey, I was a part of the Minneapolis Miracle."
There we go.
Yeah, never mind the safe or that corner safety or whoever it was, just with an absolute dog water tackle. Never mind that.
So, anyways, Ahmed Hassanein.
We've gone off the rails in typical.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Ahmed was ranked the highest defensive player for the Lions. By
he was
PFF,
PPF
or whatever the hell it is. So that's good.
The Detroit media loves him. The fans love him. I'm actually really enjoying trying to like tune into Lions games. I watch the series quarterback, so you kind of get to watch, or you watch that on Netflix. Get to see like the 2024 season. You get to see a little bit, and Dan Campbell, like what a dude.
Like, he's a great coach.
Like I'm hyped that Hassanein is there. Like learning from him.
He's the kind of guy that with Campbell as his head coach, like Campbell realizes, I think, what he has and who he is. And you can't help but like Hassanein. And then that same focus and energy he has for life, he puts onto the football field.
Yeah.
Like he's just so easy to root for. He may not be the most talented, but he outworks everyone.
And that tackle he made to end or towards the end of the first half there, I can't remember if it was actually at right before halftime or that my memory's getting the better of me there, but he smacked that running back.
Yeah.
So
stood him up. It was good.
Absolutely. So lots to be excited for there. And then just 2 days from now, Thursday, I think it's 7:00 Pacific, 8 p.m. Mountain. You might, I don't know if, but you might get your first look at Ashton Jeanty in a Raiders uniform in a live game against the Seattle Seahawks. And because I'm an idiot, I'm going to be in Seattle on that day, but not at the game. I'm going to be literally next door at the Mariner game.
Tough.
Hey, and another plug, if you are a Hard Knocks watcher, this year's the Buffalo Bills are going to be some Khalil Shakir sightings, I'm sure.
I just hope they don't show the injury.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't want to see that. That'll break.
He got injured?
a little bit. He got injured. I don't actually know
how much I've been locked in.
He tweaked his ankle a little bit or something, right? He's out for a couple weeks.
Yeah, bar exam takes it out of you. I don't know anything going on the past 2 months.
Oh yeah, actually, I forgot. I shouted you out last time, but like Karter has taken the bar. We don't know if he's passed, but big congrats.
We won't know. We won't know until the 10th, and it was terrible. Don't ever become a lawyer. Don't ever go to law school. It's not worth it.
But follow Karter on X.
Follow me there. I will be tweeting more now because I have all the free time in the world. So don't do law school, kids.
He's got to replace all that law school and bar knowledge with random
Boise State. Yeah, I need to fill my brain with brain rot after this.
Absolutely.
Yeah. No, I thought having to wait like 10 days because of COVID protocols for my like NPTE score, I thought that was bad.
Yep.
That's awful.
Oh well.
So anyways, moving on, Ashton Jeanty, he's going to be playing the Seattle Seahawks here in Seattle. That should be 8 p.m. Mountain Time on Thursday, so you guys should be able to check it out.
Get it early. He may not play a ton after the first part of the game, but
yeah, I think with Pete Carroll as his coach, I feel like he's going to play for like maybe one, no more than 2 series, and that'll be it. He might get a couple runs in. But it's Pete Carroll. He's going to want his rookie to kind of just get hit a little bit.
Yep.
But not too much, but just a little bit. So we'll see. Worth tuning in just to find out. It's a preseason game, so don't expect anything crazy. I know I'm a Seahawk fan. They're holding out like a bunch of the starters, so it'll be what it is.
Yep.
So. But then also with Ashton Jeanty, he has a minor housing controversy. Did you guys see that?
I've heard a little bit about it.
Yeah,
So
I heard he toured some house, but some people don't think it's Hayes or gonna be Hayes or whatever.
Well, he's very interested in potentially buying a house that was Mark Davis's, the owner of the house, or the former owner of the house, I should say. And the value of it is about $15 million. And I think he got in total, like with the signing bonus and everything, he got like $25 million. So it's a good chunk of his pre-tax salary there. It's like, oh, I don't know.
If he buys Mark Davis's house, does he have to get the Mark Davis haircut? That's the question. I hope not.
Yeah. Although, like that's something to put in Chat GPT. Ashton Jeanty with the Mark Davis haircut.
Oh, geez. Someone do that. That's wild. Anyway, so Ashton Jeanty, is he going to be an absolute star in the league or what? Like, there's no doubt, right?
I know I'm drafting him in my fantasy football
I'm probably
league.
going to.
He's going to go early for sure.
Yeah, I will. If anyone from my fantasy football league is watching, Ashley, because she's the only one from my fantasy football league and that's how she knew to draft Khalil Shakir last year, right out from under my hands. So, honey, if you're watching and you draft Ashton Jeanty, nothing will happen.
You'll be served papers. No, I don't.
Anyways, I will be very disappointed. All right, so happy birthday, honey, by the way, if you're watching tomorrow.
Yeah, Evan's still got to make a cake tonight. So
yeah, that's what I'm doing after this, making a cake.
What kind you going with? Sorry,
it is a recipe from her sister. I got the ingredients, and it's more about like all the toppings and stuff that goes on it, because the base layer is just a simple, like I think white or something. So it's more about the frosting that I have to make and all that stuff.
Nice.
So I'm making a cake that took the ingredients on the recipe that I bought.
Nice. I love it.
That is the type of cake I am making.
Perfect.
Yeah, I
follow Evan on X.
Yeah, the honest answer is I don't know what cake I'm making. I'm just following instructions. It's like being in chemistry again. Okay, cool.
Yep.
So you can tell I'm not much of a baker.
Me either.
Yeah. All right. So moving on, we had a little bit of a mailbag, and you guys gave us some good questions. That
came through for us.
That was supposed to be the meat and potatoes of this, but of course we've gone off the rails as always.
Wow, I think it's Chase's fault.
Yes, it is 100%.
Oh, that's what we always do. We always go off the rails. And
follow me on X.
Follow Chase on. Why not?
Got us all.
But that's why everyone loves us, because we get very distracted. All right. So on the forum, Servers4 asked us a few different questions in there. I might have to circle the third one, might circle back because I feel like it goes better with some of the other questions. But the first one is Sire Gaines about his health and like what was going on, if we'd heard anything. No, I mean, they've been pretty tight-lipped about that. And of course it is like HIPAA as well. So like, I know Danielson was being a little bit more open with injuries than previous coaches, but they're not going to tell you like, oh, he has a grade 2 biceps femoris strain or something like that.
I mean,
so
the kid seems to get hurt a little bit more than usual, which I don't like. Kind of reminds me of a DJ Harper situation. But as of right now, he's back. That's good to hear. But truly, I doubt any media member from BJ Rains, Mike Prater, all them down to us is going to know anything, because they're just not going to let anything out there. But for now, he's back. So hopefully he stays that way. And that's all we can really pray for.
And Evan, you'll be able to speak on this more than me, but when you have a serious leg or foot injury like he apparently had last year, it takes a while, number one, physically to get back to where you need to be. But I think there's a mental aspect of it too, like to trust yourself to push off on that leg or to use that knee or something like that. And if you do have a soft tissue injury on the same area or caused by potentially this injury you had, you definitely want to nurse it probably a little bit more than you should.
Absolutely.
Just to make sure someone's healthy, they're in good shape for the season, you know?
And the thing is, the only tissue in the body that grows back as strong, if not stronger, is bone. Otherwise, a soft tissue injury, that is, you have to build that back. You have to make that stronger to replace the stability that you lost around that joint segment. Whether that's like the ankle from last year or wherever he got hurt this year, he has to rehab that, and he has to come back better than he was because the joint is less stable.
Well, and the human body does weird things. Maybe it's not even that same foot or knee or leg or whatever, but maybe his body compensated for that, and now something else is tweaking out on him. You know how human bodies always do weird stuff.
Entirely plausible, but it's again something I don't want to be like overly speculative about. But yeah, no, it's again, bone is the only thing that comes back stronger. You have when you have a soft tissue injury, it heals, of course. Like that's the human body, it's what it does. But that structural integrity, like once it's done healing, it's not quite the same as like it does. You don't get to automatically go back to how strong.
Yeah, you gotta work it back up, right?
Yeah, how strong you were prior to the injury. You have to build that back. You have to, like, by loading it, you have to improve the tensile strength of the tendons, muscles, all of it. And it takes time, it takes effort, and you ultimately want to come back better than you were when you got hurt. That's really hard. And then there's a mental side of being injured. And the other thing that I was going to mention with Sire, is it Sire or Sire? I've heard both.
I've always called him Sire. But
I've always said Sire.
Okay.
Anyway, we'll go with Sire.
Yeah. The other thing is that he is young for his class. Like he came in as a 17-year-old freshman. So he's young. He's not done developing. He hasn't quite grown into his body yet. He's still growing. So like when he's playing against competition, thanks to the COVID season, so he's playing against competition who might be like 6, even 7 years older than him.
Yeah.
It's not always the most conducive to staying healthy.
Yeah. Yep.
So I think that's as far as I want to comment on that. Yeah. So moving forward, he's back now, and he's full go. So
he's looked good in the clips I've seen. He looks like a man out there. You guys seen that? Like,
right?
He does not look like an 18-year-old. I'm sorry.
He's on that Ashton Jeanty training program, whatever it is.
Apparently.
And skipping forward because there's like JBSU 88 was asking about like surprises, and that's one of our surprises is that Sire Gaines is on the Doak Walker list. Yeah. So sorry, Chase. I
played in 3 games last year.
Yeah,
and he's on the Doak Walker watch list this year.
I kind of took
Malik
one of
Sherrod
yours.
isn't.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Interesting.
Okay, so the next one.
And Chase is gone.
Oh, did we lose? We lost Chase. Okay,
that's all right. We function without him.
So the next thing, Karter, this was queuing up more for you than anyone else here, is Cerberus 4 wanted kind of our take on the Braxton Feely comments and situation.
I would love to comment on the Braxton Feely situation. Welcome back, Chase. You're just in time for me to rant about something.
I have no idea. I'm glad I'm here. Let's go.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, so the Braxton Feely situation. Here's
the vibe is in shambles.
It's a weird situation because it's almost good what he said and it's kind of awful what he said at the same time. So if anybody isn't aware, Braxton Feely basically came out in an interview and said his reason for transferring was that the D-line was losing a lot of depth and he didn't want to play with inexperienced players. If I'm misquoting that in any way, somebody can tell me, but I'm pretty sure that's basically what he said, and if you boil it down to it. And then he decided to come back home, which I think is great. But there's 2 ways you can really look at this. You can say, wow, Braxton Feely is a bad teammate. Why would they allow him back? You know, these guys can rally around that and we don't need him. Or you can kind of look at it in a way of like, he saw the error of his ways. He saw that wasn't the right thing to do. He saw that he could be a leader. And I think it's kind of a mix of both. Like what Braxton said is kind of messed up. Like we're going to talk about the defensive line here in a few minutes. And these guys that we're going to name off, they're going to basically say Braxton thinks I'm not good enough to be here. Because that's what I would think if a guy said that he wanted to leave because there wasn't experience there. So that I think gives these transfers, these younger guys, sort of a bulletin board material type of thing to work off of. Like, hey, this older guy thinks I'm not good enough, I'll show him. But also, I think it was a growing moment for Braxton to kind of reflect on, he went to Miami, he went to other visits, he decided to come back, and I think that's him seeing this wasn't an okay thought for me to have. I can mold these guys, and I can work with what Boise State has. So, knee-jerk reaction, like, kind of rude to say, Braxton, but if you really take a step back, it's almost good for the D-line room. It's something that everybody can learn from and everybody can build from. Braxton can be a better leader, and it puts a fire under these guys that maybe wouldn't have had it because Braxton leaves. All of a sudden, a transfer comes in. The spot is his because who else is going to take it? Now they have to work harder. Now they have to prove Braxton wrong. So ultimately, it's a good thing, but during fall camp, some stuff has to come out to make it exciting. So I get why people kind of latch to it.
It's definitely something that you don't want to hear. I applaud Braxton for his honesty. I'm not gonna lie, if I was him, I would have said like NIL.
Yeah. And also, kudos to him for saying it. He could have lied.
Yeah.
And that probably could have saved him a lot of grief, especially in the locker room.
Well, I think about from my perspective, sorry to cut you off, Karter, imagine Danielson. He officiated Braxton Faley's wedding. Like, he was the dude that they're marriage is a dweem within a dweem. Like, he was up there doing that thing, right? I mean, they're obviously very close. And so for Braxton to leave, that had to break Danielson's heart, like to a certain extent, right? There's 100 other people on the team he's got to worry about.
Yeah.
But then when Braxton decided to come back, what does Danielson think? Well, dude, you left, you abandoned us. But like, if I'm going to stick my neck out and let you back and bring you back in, like, we have to be honest. We have to communicate. You have to step up and be the leader because now you've lost, just as Karter was saying, you've kind of lost everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right. So there's no way that's healed at this point of the camp, before the season started. Like, I'm sure there's still some weird feelings, and it's probably a little awkward around Braxton Faley's locker sometimes. I'm sure things are getting better, but it's just from Danielson's perspective, he's got to sit there and say, man, I hope this works out. I hope this was the right move for me.
Yeah. And from what I've seen online, it sounds like he's kind of going through those different stages, his acts of penitence or whatever, where he's trying to get back in the good graces of his teammates and the coaches and everything. He's not a captain. Like, he's a guy that would have been a prime candidate had he not gone through this whole transfer.
Voted on by teammates, right? So
yeah. If he wouldn't have left, I bet he probably would have been, or at least in the running. But
so I don't know, Faley. Maybe a Friday night trip to Chuckarama or Golden Corral could really help the D-line feel a bit better about you.
I'm sure they got something going on.
Yeah, I'm behind the scenes. They have to be like working and trying to like rebuild the trust and chemistry, because ultimately they're going to have to go through a season together. If it's not going to work, then we're going to have to trust Danielson to do the right thing. But so far, it seems like it's at least going in the right direction. And like, they are. I mean, there's definitely probably some hurt feelings in there, but more or less they are kind of getting back in the right direction.
Yep.
So, yeah.
Good question so far.
Yeah, great
solid question, because I think that's something that's a little bit overlooked, and some people took that for face value. That isn't fair to Braxton at a certain point.
Yeah. All right, moving on. So Cerber's next question was an update on the special teams, or historically not so special teams. So really the only update, Chase, I think you got this one.
Yeah, I don't know. Does anyone know? Like, because if you think about, like, last year, the special teams killed us in key moments, like the Oregon game, man.
Last year?
Yeah.
Well, the last year. Last year was...
That's the most recency bias, right? That's freshest in my mind. But that Oregon game, Boise State wins that by 2 touchdowns.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
Like,
yeah.
And that's hard. But we did see that. So Mason Hutton, who's the long snapper, I believe, He's on I don't remember the name, but he's on the watch list for the award that goes to the best long snapper in the nation.
Which, by the way, wild award to have. What are the statistics for that?
Hey, those are the most underrated guys in the right. No one knows who the long snapper is until they jack up a snap and it goes over the punter's head.
People think offensive linemen are unknown. Long snappers are unknown unless they mess up.
Yep.
Totally get it. What are the statistics to be the best long snapper? What is it?
Velo,
quickest snap?
Tight spiral.
Maybe there's a mathematician that tracks the parabolas of the ball in the air. Like, I don't know. So obviously we got punters, we have kickers, but who is the one that's going to hold the ball on the field goals and extra points?
Yeah. Who is going to?
And word out there is our boy Cole Miller, a seldom used receiver, is likely to be the holder, which again, another guy no one knows anything about until he doesn't go laces out or until he drops one of those snaps, so that those two things are important. And obviously like tackling the other team's returner.
Tackling, which they have been working on tackling drills. So that's a whole team thing, not just a special teams thing.
And there's not a quick fix. Yeah. There's not.
I found out it is the Patrick Manley Award.
There it is.
And it was created in 2019.
So it's new. Okay.
It's a new award. Only a few people have won it. I'm trying to figure out.
That's a great name, Patrick Manley.
For this.
Yeah. I'm trying to figure out what is the way to win it, but we'll see. If I find something, I'll say something.
All right. Kicker news. Chase, did you see, or Karter, was that you, that Colton Boomer had an injury?
Yes, Colton Boomer had some sort of injury. I think he was held out the last few days.
Couple days.
Couple days.
Okay.
That was a couple days ago.
He might be back now.
He might be back. I mean, honestly, like we said before about injuries, you're probably not going to know until people are back. But Colton Boomer, I believe, should be either coming back soon or is back. Who's to say? I do know in an interview I saw on X that Danielson talked about the special teams and how big of an emphasis they're putting on special teams this camp. And I really love to hear that this staff is very reflective of hey, special teams probably cost us an undefeated season last year, undefeated regular season. So we need to lock in on this, especially after losing JFR, especially after losing Dalmas. We need to lock in. We need to make this better. So
did you guys also see that Roland Podesta, the kicker, the Aussie we brought in, left the team? He's not on the roster anymore.
Did see that.
But they did add a freshman kicker, Kanan Moore, and he was the number 1 ranked punter in the state of Washington. I think he's a freshman. So they've
excellent.
Kind of
they're trying to fix it.
Work on that. So
literally all they have to do is be average.
Yeah.
And it'll be so much better. Just don't be the most horrific thing I've ever seen in my entire life. And don't give me nightmares. And you'll be fine.
Yeah.
If we don't even have to think about you, that's an improvement. So
that's good. Absolutely. Yeah. Kanan Moore is a freshman from Vancouver, Washington, Union High School.
The Couv. Excellent. All right, so moving on. Next question. Oh, I'm in the wrong tab. There we go. So Jojo Bro and Blue. We're just gonna call him Blue. They had kind of the same. Yeah, they had kind of the same question. We're gonna kind of blend it into one question. They really want to know about the secondary, what we think is going to happen there, and then of course the defensive line, more or less the 2 deep, how things are going, any talk, any surprises, all that good stuff. And then circling back, we do have from that question from JBSU about what surprises are you hearing from camp. So that kind of ties into more or less everything. But defensive line and secondary. Which do you want to do first, secondary or defensive line?
I can do defensive line real quick because I truly think the secondary is just a mess of people. So I'll leave it up to you two to try to figure that out.
Yeah.
So from what I've been hearing, what I've been reading, what I've been seeing, obviously it sounds like Max Steege is going to be opposite side of Jaden Virgin Morgan.
Yeah.
I've been hearing a lot about
He's
Malachi
impressing.
Williams. Yeah, I've heard a lot about Malachi Williams, the Idaho transfer. I think that's probably second deep, but I think Max Steege is going to really jump in and replace that Ahmed Hassanein position, or that opposite of Jaden Virgin Morgan if he's flipping over or whatever.
I think Max is taking that next step this year for sure.
Yeah,
I've been seeing and hoping the same thing, and not to cut you off, Carter, but like to be able to go get like an NFL Academy kid from overseas, develop him, turn him into a starter, that really helps solidify a recruiting pipeline that we're going to need.
For sure.
We get creative. So like I've been rooting for Max Steege.
Steve,
That's gonna be hard for me to say.
Steve,
but
Steve.
Yeah,
and I think whenever I see Max Steege, I always think back to the write-up that I did for Bronco Country about Max Steege, where I really was like, I don't think this kid is going to be that good, because everything I watched on his film was just the most laziest football from the people he was going against, and he was truly
who had no idea what they were doing on the football field.
It really looked like a man against boys, and I was like, this guy has not played to the level. But I mean,
the development over the last few years has just been
remarkable. So I really think he's going to be opposite Jaden Virgin Morgan. There's going to be Jaden Virgin Morgan. After that, I mean, it gets kind of wishy-washy. I really think Malachi Williams is going to be second, either behind Steege or Jaden Virgin Morgan. And I've been hearing Sterling Lane, the Arizona transfer. So, I mean, you could really put Sterling and Williams in either defensive end or edge, just depending on how explosive they are. But that's my guess.
I've heard Bol's been doing some good stuff. I mean, he's a true freshman, but he may see the field a little.
We could see that. We could see that for sure. But that's just what I'm coming up with right now. Yeah. When you get into the middle, obviously you have Braxton Feely. He's going to be the starting defensive tackle. I mean, that's a plug-and-play guy right there. Former starter. Probably going to be all Mountain West end of the season. When it comes to the nose tackle position, this is where it gets a little bit tricky, because you have three separate guys that can kind of fill in at this position. You have David Latu, the Arizona transfer. You have Deion Washington,
6'4", 325
pounds.
He's hurt, isn't he?
I thought I heard something about him. I thought he was playing.
Is he back?
I think he's fine. I haven't heard much lately.
I heard
other than he's a large boy. He's a large human being.
Yeah. Isn't he the guy that we got from BYU?
Yeah,
he had kind of was a JUCO or something, but we
I think
BYU
he was
before
BYU.
That. Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, also a fourth that I just remember hearing about is Lopez Sansu.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, we got David Latu, 6'4", 305 from what I'm seeing. We got Deion Washington, 6'2", 290.
Oh, which, by the way, so sorry, Carter. I keep interrupting you, but Deion Washington follows this channel. So, hi,
Deion.
He's up to 305 right now too on the official
Deion,
roster.
I think you could be a great player. I don't know what's going on in practice, but I think either you or David or you can all kind of mix in together. I mean, we have Keanu
Mailoto.
Let me look at here.
Keanu Mailoto or whatever.
Mailoto.
I mean, he's 6'5", 280 from what I'm looking at. So, I mean,
he's the Arizona transfer, right?
He's another Arizona transfer. So, really, I think it's going to end up being David Latu, because he balled out during the spring game after Braxton left, and I only imagine he's gotten better. I really feel like David Latu is going to be the starter there, but I've heard great things about Deion Washington. I've heard that he's been moving people around too. I just didn't see him play in the spring game, so that's really the only thing that's kind of changing right now.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, Deion, shout out Deion if you're watching. I hope you start, just so you keep following us. But,
hey, how many years do these guys have? Like Latu and Deion?
Couple of seniors. Yeah, I have it up here. Keanu Mailoto is a redshirt senior. Latu's a redshirt junior.
Okay.
Deion Washington's a redshirt senior. Where's the Idaho transfer? I think he's a senior too.
Yeah, he's
redshirt senior. Yeah, he is.
Okay, yeah. So I mean, a lot of experience, just not a lot of experience at the Boise State level. But I mean, inside. Really, I feel like inside is going to be kind of like the running back room of just, a 4 or 5 headed monster.
You have lots of guys you can swap in, keep fresh.
Yeah, just keeping them fresh. So whether it's David, Deion, Keanu, I mean, Sterling, Malachi Williams on the outside, like, I get why Braxton, going back to Braxton, I get why Braxton was kind of weary about this group, but I really feel like if there's good development during the fall camp, the D-line is probably going to be the strength of this defense, just from how many, I think, top-tier talent can rotate in and kind of keep the level of play the same.
If the defense can develop the way they did throughout the course of last season, where we saw like the defense we saw at the end of the season was completely different to the defense that we saw at the beginning. If they can like continue to follow that trajectory and learn their strengths, learn their weaknesses, and really just get better across the board as you're supposed to in an off season, then I'm going to have like far less concerns about the defense as I did last year.
Yeah.
Defense kept me up at night last year. Special teams kept me up at night last year.
I go back to, as long as the defense can generate a pass rush without rushing, it's going to take a lot of pressure off our secondary and really make things smoother.
So for what it's worth, College Football 26 has Sterling Lane as the starter.
Yeah, I mean, they had Malachi Nelson as the starter, too, and look what happened. So.
Exactly. Just wait for that.
UTEP bound, baby. No.
Yeah. He's not even going to win the job there.
Nope.
So that's what I got for the D-line. I mean, I think there's some obvious starters in Virgin, Morgan, Feely, and Steege. But, I mean, I really think it's going to be a committee approach for the rest of it, and I'm excited to see it because I think we got a lot of ballers there.
Yep.
Yeah. I do like one thing we could talk about it a little bit more next week because it ties into the schedule prediction that we're going to do next week is what's the drop off in the rotation? Like when we rotate guys in and out, is there a drop off? At least with the defensive line, it really doesn't feel like with the experience that they have and what we're hearing out of camp, really does not feel like there's that drop off, which bodes well. Like if all of a sudden you go from getting pressure to getting no pressure for like a series, then that's a huge problem.
Yeah.
So, moving on though. If Chase, did you have any thoughts on the defensive line? Are you ready to move on?
Yeah, I'm ready to move on. I'm excited to see what they can do. Like we always talk about, there's a dependable depth. Everyone drink, right?
Yeah.
And
Cheers.
It's there until you start seeing your nose tackle get rolled up as he's jamming up space, and pretty soon you're down to not a lot of depth anymore. So let's just keep as healthy as we can, but I do think this is Karter and you guys are saying there's a lot of guys we can swap in and out to keep people fresh. So,
yeah, I think we need some ground rules moving forward. Dependable depth is like finish your drink, but no, you have to drink on dependable depth. Anytime we mention Andy Avalos this coming season, you have to finish your drink.
So I don't want to mention anything.
There we go. I created a banner for us.
Dependable depth.
Yeah, so last year, the amount of times we talked about the specter of Andy Avalos is still up the field. You got to finish your drink if we talk about that. All right, moving on. Defensive backs. So we got.
Sorry, I'm having some fun over here.
Finish your drink.
Right.
Where was it? We got defensive backs.
Secondary, yeah.
Yeah, the secondary as a whole, I think like our safeties are more or less kind of figured out.
Roll your dice, dude. Like it's for the cornerbacks.
Yeah.
Who knows?
So at least my take on it is that if we get not just second half, but end of season Jeremiah Irby, he's gonna win that job opposite Amarian McCoy. If we get that Irby in camp, and if he's built himself up and continuing to progress, then that's great. Otherwise, you're looking at the Arizona transfer Freeney, maybe even Franklin Johnson, someone else. I've got a feeling that like the growth that Irby showed over the course of last season, it's going to translate into a great offseason for him. I think he's going to hold on to that job. Amarian McCoy is our number one boundary. He's going to be on their best wide receiver. I think that's a great place to start. But what do you think? Like Amarian McCoy feels like the only like sure thing.
Yeah, and I think you're right. I think Irby, if he can parlay what he did the end last season into this year, I think he's the starter. But I also wonder how short of a leash there is for him, because he does sometimes have those tendencies to
not turn his head.
Yeah, that. So I don't know. I just wonder how short of a leash you have with him with some of the other guys you brought in. So yeah.
Yeah, no, I think there's good competition there. Again, you kind of worry about like if there's any kind of rotation, if there's injuries, what's the drop off going to be? That position, I think corner is one of the positions I worry about. Wide receiver is the other. We haven't talked about the offense a whole lot this episode. That's because we didn't really get any questions about the offense. We didn't get a single question about the offense other than Sire Gaines.
Nope.
But wide receiver is the other area where it's like, okay, what is the drop off if someone gets hurt? Like we've got some really promising young guys, but they're still developing. Boise State's developmental program.
Well,
where are they at?
Of all positions on the field, cornerback is the one where if you're having to rely on freshmen or redshirt freshmen, more often than not, you're not in a great spot.
Yeah.
That's the spot where you got to develop people at the corner position in order to be successful, for sure.
So we need growth, we need talent, and we need health. But then moving on, like you got nickel. How are you feeling about like your nickel prediction?
I don't know, right? Like Devon Banks, he's got to be in there somewhere. But like, again, he was so hit and miss as well. Jaden Mickey, the Notre Dame transfer, he could work his way into that spot. I really, until we have that first depth chart, and even until we're a couple games into the season, I don't know if we're really going to know much, you know?
Yeah. I mean, what's nice is the start of our schedule. Don't get me wrong, South Florida, I feel like they're going to be a fairly potent offense.
Oh, but the humidity. anyways, every year we play in the South, that pops its head up every year.
That's always, yeah.
Well, there's Jaden Mickey and Devon Banks. That seems to be a 2-horse race for that starting position. Banks is switching. He's the transfer from the University of Washington. Had a very up and down year. He's got talent, but he's got to learn that position. Apparently, it's more of a natural fit for him, which is great. So we'll see how he takes to it. Jaden Mickey from Notre Dame, which that'll be fun in October.
Oh, yeah.
I'd have to double check. I think he was a nickel corner for them. So he slides into a position he was already playing, I think. I might be wrong.
I think he's talented and athletic enough that I think he may be on the depth chart in 2 spots. He may be a corner and then a nickel, just kind of depending on what's needed. He's a kind of a versatile unicorn sort of guy.
I think it's a really good competition to have, and then I think both of these guys see the field one way or the other. Like if heaven forbid Irby or McCoy get hurt, they're slotting in that spot.
Yeah.
So then free safety is Ty Benefield. Strong safety is going to be Zion. The question is, who do you have backing them up?
Yeah, I have Demetrius Freeney backing up. I'm sorry, I was reading the wrong thing. Travis Anderson actually backing up Zion Washington.
And I like
redshirt freshman from Mission Viejo. Go watch his highlights in high school. He's a stud. He's a ball hawk. 5'11", not the tallest of DBs, but gets it done. And then I have the Eastern Washington transfer, the FCS All-American Derek Ganter Jr. backing up Ty Benefield.
And I can't fault you on any of those. Like, I like that. Travis Anderson's a guy that they've been hyping up since he got here. I think maybe this season we see him. The Eastern Washington game seems like a prime time to get him in.
Yeah.
But like in the not so distant future, he's going to be ball hawking on the blue turf for us, and I'm excited to see that.
I feel a little blast from the past, a little bit of Marty Tadman in his game when I see him. So
I know that name.
Bronco, you don't know Marty Tadman?
No, I'm sorry. What year did you play?
1780.
Yeah, I was about to say before 98 wasn't born, so I don't
know. Good times.
Is he from the Renaissance era?
Never heard of this king. Anyways.
Oh, man. All right. Last little thing, it kind of tied it all in, was we got to ask them if there's any like pleasant surprises. So we've kind of talked with the competitions. I feel like kind of answered that, but then we have a few highlights.
Evan, I do need to correct myself. Cole Miller is listed as a DB on the roster, not a receiver. The guy who's holding the long snap. So There you go.
I have one big surprise.
Let's hear it.
Ooh.
I have been very surprised with how Chris Marshall has been playing and how people have been saying he's been playing the past few days. I was very, very skeptical of Chris Marshall. I thought he had the amazing talent, but just was never going to translate. Sounds like it's translating. Sounds like he could be a direct fix for Prince Strachan leaving. So I think, to me, that's a surprise. It might not be a surprise to other people, but I truly was 50-50 on if Chris Marshall was going to work. So I'm super happy that it is working.
He's as or more talented than anybody on the roster. It's up here. Can it all come together mentally? Yeah. And can he be in the right spot to be as big of a contributor as he has a chance to be? So,
well, I certainly think, and I certainly hope he's in the right program to do it. Mm-hmm. So I'm certainly hopeful Danielson and the staff are proven themselves to be quite good at developing these guys and doing it in the right way. So again, hopefully it works out for him. I've heard that as well. And like him, Caples, Bates, that would be a great starting 3 wide receivers. That'd be amazing. If it all worked out, if Bates is as good as we hope. If Caples just continues doing Latrell Caples things, then we're going to be okay at wide receiver.
Yeah. My surprise, and we're going to keep the theme going here, Quentin Brown.
Yeah, Quentin Brown.
Yeah, there was just a little quick highlight reel posted of him on X today.
Is it a surprise if we've been hyping him up for a few months now?
I don't know.
Well, he's still a freshman, so I think
if you get your own highlight reel on the Boise State football X account, and it's this ridiculous over-the-middle catch in between 2 defenders, you're going to see the field this fall.
Yeah. Oh,
you are.
I hope.
Whether it's the Cam Bates role and he just kind of does end arounds, I don't know, but he's going to be on the field. He's too good.
Yeah. Heck yeah. I think my only good surprise, at least a good surprise that Karter already more or less talked about here, is that they're tackling. It's not something that they do, but it's been an issue, especially early season for the Broncos, tackling. So they I don't know. For me, I like hearing that. It's for this team, it feels like it's worth the risk because tackling has been such an Achilles heel for us. I mean, as a Seahawk fan, I think one of the few teams that's ever really done that. So we getting some feedback?
The wind's blowing.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was wondering what that noise was.
I don't know what that is.
Okay. Anyways, what was I saying? Pete Carroll Seahawks. They had tackling in their, or they tackled. They played hard in their practices, and he even got fined and penalized a whole bunch for doing a little bit too much. But he created some of the best defenses the NFL has ever seen, and they were banged up. That's the risk, but the reward is a very savvy, good tackling defense that saves you yards.
Yeah.
Gets you off the field that. I think it's at this point well worth the risk.
Yeah, you definitely when you open your season in Tampa and South Florida, you don't want that to be the first time you're hitting people.
Yeah.
And I get there's too much is too much, but you got to find the happy ground because you need to fix the tackling, and if the way to do it is to let's knock each other around a little bit, then I'm all for it.
Absolutely.
Yeah. All right, well, we've already gone a little bit longer than we intended, but I think that's because we get so off the rails.
Don't forget, name our podcast.
Yep. Name it out, whatever you want, but if it's a bad name, I'll find you.
But that brings us to the end. Next week, we hope to post a podcast about our schedule predictions for the upcoming season. We'll talk about it. Now, I already posted mine, and we've had a really good conversation on the forum. So if you're listening, go check that out. And that, I'm going to be sticking to that. But Chase, Karter, whatever it takes, you guys can tell me how stupid I am or whatnot. But go
ready.
in.
I'll be ready to do that.
You've got a preview on the forum, broncofans.net. Otherwise, get ready for us next week, and thank you for listening. Have a good night. Go Broncos. It's almost football season.